Have you ever been asked about your day in English and, well, you just kind of freeze up? We've all been there, but don't you worry, because by the end of this, you're going to be able to describe your daily routine with total confidence. So, let's just dive right in.
You know, this question seems so simple, right? But being able to give a smooth, natural answer, wow, that can really boost your confidence in any conversation. So let's figure out exactly how to build the perfect response.
Look, we're not just going to hand you a script to memorize. No way. We're going to build it together, piece by piece. That way, you'll really understand each part, and you can make it fit your life. We'll start with the morning.
Okay, first up, the morning rush. A strong start to your day is also a strong start to your story. So let's get these first few sentences down and really get the momentum going.
Every single day begins with waking up. A really simple, really clear way to say this is, I get up early at 5 o'clock. Of course, you can just change the time to match your own schedule. The key thing to remember is the structure. I get up, and then you add the time. Easy.
All right, let's look at these two phrases, because they are incredibly useful. I get fresh and I get ready. So get fresh is just a common way to say you brush your teeth and wash your face. And then get ready usually means, getting dressed, combing your hair. These are fantastic shortcuts to describe a whole bunch of actions. And you can always add personal details in there, like I pray to God.
So after you're ready, it's time for the first meal of the day. A super common way to say this is, I take breakfast. What's interesting, though, is that you'll also hear people say, I eat breakfast, or I have breakfast, especially in American English. Guess what? They all mean the same thing. You can even add more detail, like I have breakfast at home around 8 o'clock.
And yeah, just like this shows, breakfast is simply the food you eat in the morning. A little trick to remember it, you are breaking the fast from the whole night you were sleeping. Pretty cool, huh?
Okay, let's move on to the main part of the day, the daily hustle. This is where we'll talk about our work, chores, and all that other stuff we have to get done.
Whether you work from home or just have things to do before you leave, this is a great phrase. I do household chores. So what exactly does that cover?
It's all those essential tasks. The cleaning, the cooking, doing laundry. It's a super useful phrase that basically sums up a lot of work in just 3 little words.
For those of you who have to commute, you've got a couple of great options here. You can say, I go to the office, which sounds like you're going to a specific building. Or you could use the more general phrase, I go to work, which can mean really anywhere you do your job. Both are totally correct and very common.
Once you're actually at work, the language is nice and simple. You can say, I start my work, and then for that all-important midday break, I take lunch. Or, again, I have lunch works perfectly too. And just like breakfast, the definition of lunch is super straightforward. It's the meal you eat in the afternoon. Thinking of it that way can really help the vocabulary stick in your head. All right, the main workday is done. Let's talk about how to describe your afternoon and evening. This is how we bring the story of your day to a nice, satisfying close.
This is a fantastic phrase to know. If you need a short rest after a busy day, you can say, I take a power nap. It's a very specific and useful way to talk about that quick afternoon recharge.
So what is a power nap exactly? Well, it's just a short sleep, maybe 20-30 minutes, that's meant to give you a powerful boost of energy for the rest of your day. And here's a look at the final part of the day. Notice how it just flows so naturally. I finish my work, then maybe I play outdoor games. After that, I spend time with my family, then I watch TV, and to end the day, I take dinner, and finally, I go to bed by 10 o'clock. It tells a whole story, doesn't it? Okay, so we've learned all the building blocks. Now it's time for the big finale, putting them all together into one smooth, confident answer. This is where it all pays off. Okay, let's do it. Let's put it all together. If someone asks, what do you do every day? You could say, I get up early, I get fresh and get ready, I take breakfast, I go to the office, I take lunch, I finish my work and spend time with my family, I take dinner and go to bed early. See how that flows? It's a clear, natural, and complete story of your day. Now, the real secret to mastering this is practice. The goal is to say these sentences without even having to think about it. So try reading the script out loud every single day. The more you say it, the more confident and automatic it's going to become. And to wrap this all up, here's a final thought for you. We've built a solid foundation here, but everyone's routine is unique. So what's one specific thing that you do every day that you would add to this script? Thinking about that is really the best way to make this language truly your own.